Real estate syndication is a way for people to invest in big real estate projects, like apartment buildings or commercial properties, by pooling their money together. Think of it as a group investment, where multiple investors come together to buy a property that would be too expensive for each of them individually. In real estate syndication, there are typically two main roles: the syndicator, also known as the sponsor, and the investors. The syndicator is the one who finds the property, handles the financing, manages the project, and makes all the big decisions about the property. Essentially, they're the ones doing all the legwork. The investors, on the other hand, provide the capital needed to purchase the property, but don't have to deal with the day-to-day management. Instead, they sit back and wait for returns on their investment. Here's how it works in a typical deal. The syndicator finds a property they believe will generate profit, either through rental income, property appreciation, or both. Then, they present this investment opportunity to potential investors. To make the deal happen, the syndicator usually puts in some of their own money as well, which shows they're committed and have skin in the game. Once the investors are on board and the funding goal is met, the property is purchased. The profits in a syndication come from two main sources: rental income and property appreciation. Rental income is the money generated from tenants living or operating in the property. After paying all expenses like property management, maintenance, and mortgage payments, the leftover income is split between the syndicator and the investors. Often, investors receive a preferred return, meaning they get paid a certain percentage of profits before the syndicator receives anything. Property appreciation is the increase in the property's value over time. When the syndicator eventually sells the property, any profit made from the sale is again divided between the investors and the syndicator. A common structure for splitting profits is something like an 80/20 or 70/30 split, where the majority goes to the investors and the smaller portion goes to the syndicator as compensation for managing the project. Let's go through an example to make this clearer. Suppose a syndicator finds a $5 million apartment complex and wants to turn it into an investment opportunity. They gather 20 investors who each contribute $50,000, raising a total of $1 million. The syndicator secures a loan for the remaining $4 million to buy the property. Over the next few years, the property generates rental income, and after all expenses, the syndicator distributes profits to the investors based on their shares. Let's say, at the end of 5 years, the property is sold for $7 million. After paying off the loan and selling costs, the profit is divided between the investors and the syndicator. For investors, real estate syndication is appealing because it offers access to large, potentially profitable properties without the hassle of direct property management. It's also a way to diversify their investment portfolio with real estate without needing huge sums of money or deep knowledge of real estate. They rely on the syndicator's expertise to make smart property decisions and maximize profits. In summary, real estate syndication is a way for everyday investors to be part of large real estate deals by pooling money with others, with the syndicator handling everything from finding the deal to managing the property. By understanding how syndications work and carefully choosing syndicators, investors can potentially earn steady returns through rental income and property appreciation without having to do the heavy lifting themselves.